Are you new to multi-streaming to Twitch and TikTok or Twitter or what? Instagram Live, I believe you can do also. Um, and we're playing Fortnite and being stream sniped by the people in the new community that you're streaming to. You have it handled on Twitch because you switch scenes. You hide your screen, you load into the game and then you show where you are. But you don't have that set up in your new OBS scenario for the stream to, say, TikTok or what have you. So this video should show you how to solve that. So here we have our main OBS streaming to Twitch, right? We have our game scenario, face cam, the Elgato capture card, and our microphone. On my game PC, you have audio from the Elgato coming through. You have audio from the microphone that I'm actually talking to you right now on a whole nother version of OBS. And then within a chatting scene, you have just a webcam and your microphone. You can have alerts and all kinds of other stuff going on, but whatever. That really isn't the point. So you have your two scenes that you alternate back and forth in order to hide your screen to keep stream snipers at bay. Now you go over and you have your virtual camera set up. So you're going to output the entire, whatever the program is outputting as a virtual camera, right? And then we're going to start that. So in your new scene, you already set up your vertical layout, 1920 by 1080 or 1080 by 1920, vice versa. And you have a new scene collection called vertical and a new profile, what have you, with the new stream key in order to go to TikTok. So we're going to add the source, video capture device, and we're going to pick OBS virtual camera. So it's outputting exactly what you're seeing there. And the typical scenario would be something like this. And then you can copy this and paste it and have another one of the same setup. We hold Alt crop. We're going to crop into the webcam, side, Alt crop. Something to that effect, right? For your main screen to stream TikTok. So you can play your game, they see your game, they see you, but because it is a virtual camera, there is no audio. If we go in, use custom audio device, you can select the Elgato game capture for this, and now you get the Elgato audio for, and then we would add in our microphone. And you can add it in again. OBS doesn't own the inputs it's using. It only owns what it outputs. So you can have a microphone here on this one and on this one, and it's all the same thing. It allows it to be in there twice. Any filters and what have you have in your main, your main scene, you would want to replicate in this scenario, or whatever you did to make your voice sound perfect on Twitch, you want it to sound the same on TikTok. So now what we're going to do, now that we have our microphone audio, we have our game audio, we're going to duplicate this scenario. We'll call this one the duplicate. game. And we'll go back up here. And we're going to remove the game portion and stretch out. Now, there's going to be a little bit of loss of quality in that you're taking this square out of a 1080 by 1920 picture, and then you're stretching it to basically be 1080, 1920, cropped a little bit. You have the black bars top and bottom there, so it's not exact. So it's not going to be as crystal clear as it will be on Twitch. But most people that have a stream key, especially for TikTok, have a pretty darn good camera, in which case this is not going to be an issue. It's plenty clear enough. And the majority of people watching TikTok or what have you, this is going to be on their phone. So it's a tiny screen anyway. The idea is it's something to look at instead of nothing. So now that you have this scene, we'll rename it chatting, to where you have chatting and game, chatting and game. Now, in your main Twitch output, if you go to hotkeys, and I made switching to game F7, switching to chatting F8. I added a hotkey for them. Now in our TikTok version, we're gonna go switching to game is F7, switching to chatting is F8. So, I messed up. All right. So this is actually, so it's grabbing whatever the output is. So you'll crop this, which is the full screen webcam, so you don't lose quality. We can actually transform, reset, and just make this bigger, in which case our quality loss is a whole lot less. Okay, so now we hit F7, both scenes switch together to our gameplay, and we hit F8, both scenes switch together to our chatting only. Now, in this scenario, I'm using a different webcam because to do this with 3 webcams, me in the upper left-hand corner there, plus another one, that becomes brain damage. Doing it 3 times is rough. OBS doesn't like that. So, in order to get me talking right now, I had to do some special stuff. So this is not my normal face cam I have on my Twitch here. So if we crop that a little bit, move it over more one to where it doesn't show off to this side over here. Make sure that isn't occurring. And then now we'll crop this match. There we go. So now we have our webcam on both, blah, blah, blah. We switch, it switches, our input switch. You can add alerts, browser sources, all that kind of stuff. And then in your game scenario, F7, something that has come up again, you can grab this scene, you can copy it again and paste it again. We'll put it, might want to start labeling these, where this would be game can't relabel them. Never mind. So you just kind of have to keep track based on how you are layering it together. But so what this one's going to be is you're going to try to grab this lower corner, I believe. Now where your health and weapons and loadout and all that kind of stuff are. So now you have this kind of overlay on top of overlay on top of overlay that's all coming from the same device. Now, when you start a game, the people watching TikTok have a clue what your loadout is. You'll have to crop this. I don't know if this is the exact extent to show your loadout and health bar and what have you. Mat count, I mean, you could do it however you want. You could drop to exactly that and then scale it way down to where, yes, it's visible, but it's not blocking your main gameplay. Because, that it might actually be like up to here in order to see it all. And so you'll want to scale it down small where it's in the corner and it would show the information you're trying to portray, but obviously it's not going to be as clear as full screen, similar to what you're looking at while playing the game. And in a gist, that's basically it. So you would go into your settings for each, your stream settings. This one would be Twitch, and then this one, your settings, stream. This would be to custom and go to a TikTok server and stream key. And then again, something I would personally do is I would set a hotkey to start streaming and stop streaming, and I would start them both with one button and end them both with one button. Where there's no like gotta let go of this one first and that one, whatever. The only thing that has to happen when you open them both, if you stop the camera, all of the TikTok stuff goes to hell. But you start it, boom, it's all back. And everything works just fine. There's no audio issues. So that in a gist is how to set up the dual stream and keep the stream snipers at bay. So I hope that helps, and make sure and subscribe and check out future videos, more videos on how to get away with all this stuff. Thank you.